what I tell y'all about that Bartolomeo. What I've been saying, that dude is going ham. No fucks were given. He's pissing on the competition, literally and figuratively. Go Bartolomeo. So this particular chapter, let's start off talking about Chinjao, aka Old Motherfucker with a Grudge. That's what we're going to be calling him for the time being. He pretty much was going in on Luffy, and there was something that he said that I want to talk about. He said something along the lines of, had I known of the existence of Garp's son Dragon, you would have never been born. And it starts to make me think, you know, that he for a while didn't know of Dragon or anything like that, and it was probably a big secret or something. And it kind of flashes me back to a couple months ago where I saw this giant colored spread. It was one of the things promoting the new movie film or whatnot, and it showed all the Marines of past and present and whatnot. And one of the people in there looked very similar to Monkey D. Dragon. And it makes you think, wait a minute. So if possibly Monkey D. Dragon was a Marine at one given point, then, you know, whatever, he was disappointed with the Marines and became what he is now, a revolutionary. Was his identity a secret when he was with the Marines because of Garp's, you know, status? And, you know, pretty much Garp was like a monster when it came to coming after pirates, from, according to Chinjao, aka Old Motherfucker with a Grudge. He pretty much, like, it's a possibility that he had him under wraps because he was scared that they were going to come after him, and then ultimately, you know, he led his path and became a revolutionary. But that's where I'm thinking as far as, like, because why else wouldn't he have known for the longest time of the existence of Monkey D. Dragon until Dragon became a revolutionary and, you know, came out in the media and everything? It really begs the question, like, was Garp keeping his son a secret for the longest time? And that really caught my eye. He has 2 grandchildren, obviously, Sai and Boo. And the thing that they said about another thing, there was like some key things, like you really got to catch the dialogue with chapters like this. And by the way, this was a pretty freaking awesome chapter. A lot of things were going down. They said something along the lines of, don't fight right now. We got to stick out and we got to try to go for what we came for, the real goal that we came here for. Now, I was thinking about what was the real goal. Are they saying that the fruit is not the real goal, you know, the Mera? And I was thinking maybe they were referring to the Mera, but maybe the reason why they want the Mera is possibly to lure out Garp. Maybe they think that getting the Mera, since, you know, Ace, Garp, etc., that they would lure out Garp with the Mera fruit. That's one of the things I was thinking that was possibly the goal. I'm not exactly sure anything else. Maybe there was just some particular person that he wants to fight that is in the tournament. But that really got me thinking when his grandchildren said that we got to stick it out for the real goal, that maybe it's because they want the fruit so that they can lure out Garp or something. Maybe that's the real goal that they were looking for. I don't know if Garp would really, like, reciprocate to that, like, you know, come, oh, you got my grandson's fruit or something like that. I don't know if he would necessarily do that. Or, well, not grandson, but, you know, you got Ace's fruit, whatever. So there was that with that. There was a couple interesting things with that. But then Bartolomeo, yo, that dude, I'm rocking with him so hard right now. Dude is freaking epic. He takes a piss. He just whips it out and takes a piss right in front of everyone like he don't give a shit. And then he plays possum with that dude. And I was just thinking, because everybody was hyping it up. I really, like, when I don't really mention a character per se or anything in a review, it's not that I'm like, you know, oh, he's, you know, he's a piece of shit or anything like that. I just really wasn't too enthusiastic about the character. I thought he was pretty cool. I thought there was something interesting about him, but I wasn't really too, you know, per se going crazy over him. But that Fishman, the one that, like, I believe he knew Jinbei or something along the lines of that, and he was doing, like, Fishman karate and all that shit. He came up against Bartolomeo, and Bartolomeo was, like, taking a piss, and he was like, oops. Just kidding, and fucked him up. That was my shit right there. I love that part of the chapter. One of my favorite parts of the chapter. Like, Bartolomeo, the thing about it is that at first I thought maybe he was a fishman himself because he kind of has like those fangs and everything. And I'm just curious, what is Bartolomeo? Is he a fishman that just doesn't mess with anything, doesn't care about humans or fishmen? It's really curious. Maybe, you know, just a theory thrown out there. We probably may never know the actual, you know, species or whatnot of what he is. Maybe he's a combination of fishman and human or something, because he kind of has traits of both in him. So there's a possibility of that, just throwing that theory out there. But it looked like dude bit the arm of the fishman, like Bartolomeo, because they said that, oh, we got an example of the man-eating skills or something of Bartolomeo. So I don't know what it was. Like, dude's arm was all black and messed up, and he was down the floor. I don't know if that was supposed to be blood, but when he was attacking, there was like a black aura around it. It's really hard to decipher. Like, this chapter, a lot of the art was like really close in, and it's like you gotta pay attention and everything. But it looked like if dude like bit his arm or something, or his arm and leg, I don't know what it was, but like, Bartolomeo is a beast. Like, I love this character. I can't wait to see him go up against Bellamy. A lot of people are saying that it would be better if Bellamy won, because then it would give justification to him and show that, you know, he's changing things up and the way that he's going now is better. But I really want Bartolomeo to throw down and win this block right now, because I'm loving this dude. He's pissing like he don't give a shit or nothing. He's like, oh my god, this guy is freaking awesome. And the whole thing with Luffy's identity, I think definitely very soon within this tournament, it's going to be out there. We already got a few little inklings. People are like, wait, what? Because, you know, old motherfucker with a grudge keeps on, you're a Garp, son, you're Straw Hat. And also that little Knight guy, which that Knight guy, can't wait to see him get his ass kicked as well. Overall chapter, you got the action, you got the comedy, you got the build-up, you got the suspense. This was definitely one of my favorite chapters of One Piece in a while, at least for the past probably month, I would say. So definitely rocking with it. Another one, I would give this one 4 out of 5 maybe. Yeah, 4 out of 5. It was really just going in, and I just liked a lot of the little mysteries that was thrown out there regarding, like, Dragon, you know, him saying, had I known the identity of, or the existence of Dragon, I would have went after him first, and, you know, little things like that, his real goal, you know, it's kind of like knowing little things, you know, what's going on? I just can't wait to see what's going to happen next. Like, now the block is really heating up, and I'm like, can we get to Bartolomeo versus Bellamy? I want to see this shit. Bellamy is grabbing motherfuckers, throwing motherfuckers, grabbing them by the top of their jaw and throwing them. So, you know it's going to be an epic final battle in that block, and I'm looking forward to it. One of the things I want to say about this chapter, though, I wish it would have explored a little bit more how, because the past few chapters have been secluded to the arena, and it's like, I want to see a little more, okay, what's going on with Zoro? You know, last time we seen somebody took his swords. What's going on with Sanji? Is Dancer Violet, you know, tricking him. You know, I want to see more of what's going on. Like, we've been kind of secluded to the arena, kind of secluded to Luffy. I want to see a little bit more of everything that's going around in Dressrosa. And that's pretty much it. Like, say a little bit, the art was a little bit cluttered, but it wasn't really like a bad art or anything. It was just like a little bit cluttered here or there. But I'm really rocking with Bartolomeo, really liking this one, and hopefully, like, we get the climax of this block within the next chapter. I want to see Bartolomeo kick Bellamy's ass. That's just me. Maybe you think differently. Let me know. Do you think Bartolomeo or Bellamy for this block? I'm going with Bartolomeo. I'm loving dude right now. He pissed and not giving a shit. Loving it. But that's all I have with this review of this chapter. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up for Bartolomeo because this guy's awesome. Up in that world, and as always, people, have an awesome day.